Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the one and only Ajay Devgan. Ajay sir, स्वागत है आपका. Thank you so much. I request all of you to please take your seats. Thank you. And Ajay sir is here only for some time, very short time with us, but would like to thank you. बहुत शुक्रिया यहाँ पर आने के लिए. He's got prior commitments, but in spite of that, he's taken time out and he's joined us here. So thank you so much, Ajay sir, for joining us. He's here for a short time. And before we open the floor for media Q&A, thank you so much. मेरा आसन लाने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया. Few questions for Ajay sir. As I said, he has to leave early. Thank you. I'm blocking. Yeah. Ajay sir, आपसे जाना. First of all, congratulations to the entire team. आपको भी. How did the collaboration with Disney Plus, Hotstar, Bani J Asia and ADF come together? We all would like to know.
Hello, everybody. How did it start? I mean, with Disney Plus, Hotstar, Gaurav, we've had a rapport and a relationship which goes back nearly 10 years, 8 to 10 years for sure. And we work together a lot also, and we've made shows together also, and films also together. So that's one thing. With Bani J also, this is not the first time I'm working, and we worked earlier and we are working in the future also. And when Deepak came and narrated me the idea, and it sounded great, so we thought, let's go ahead and do it, and things happened.
Well, wishing you the best. And you know, you've done many hats, and this one's one more of it. You know, you're the producer, one of the producers for the trial, Pyaar Kannoon Dhoka. So how has that been? How's that journey been?
Well, like I said, that we've all worked together earlier, so it was very comfortable. I mean, we knew how the work ethics are. And so for me, I didn't have to do too much. I mean, they were handling, and Deepak was handling everything very well. And
you know, how was your experience working alongside Mrs. Kajol, and of course a crazy bunch of team, because I met them backstage and they're currently a powerhouse, a madhouse there. Yeah. I have to say, how was it, playing this different role with this entire team?
As a producer, did you have actor troubles?
Basically, yes, he did. Lots.
Yeah, the actor troubles are only at home. Otherwise, it's a fabulous cast, fabulous actors, so it was lovely.
And you know, especially let's talk about Kajol's character, which is Noyanika, is one that takes charge, decisions at home. And ये थोड़ा सा personal भी हो सकता है कि क्या काजोल असली जिंदगी में आपके घर पे सारे important decisions की in charge हैं?
जवाब मैं दे देती हूँ, बिल्कुल नहीं.
आपकी शादी हो गई?
इसके बाद होगी भी नहीं, रहने दो.
Tables have turned. Yeah, I'm aware.
हाँ, तो इस सवाल का जवाब आप भी दे सकते हैं. यहाँ जिसकी शादी हुई है सब दे सकते हैं. और सवाल का जवाब एक ही होगा. सबका unanimously एक ही जवाब.
We accept that, and we've got the answer. But thank you so much. With that, let's have a huge round of applause for Ajay sir for joining us here this afternoon. And also, now that Ajay sir is here, I would request best moment for us to capture the moment, right? So I request all of you to please step forward, and all our photographer friends also waiting. Take photo card. And I request also Asim Hatangdi and Amir Ali to please join us on stage. Amir is not here, but wishing the best and thank you. Asim.
Can I get this thing off?
Habib Tisro, but I call her Habibi. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Be correct.
Yeah. Gaurav, please.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Okay, do push-ups quickly. Choose. On one hand. Hey!
Quite a sport.
This is how he got the role.
Because if हाथ और पैर का थोड़ा call, he said hand.
I don't know. It just happened. हाँ, मेरी sister ने बनाया. हाँ.
His sister designed it.
Yeah. It's called National Permit, guys. Please promote it. Anyway, my toughest choice, I'd say, coming to Mumbai 15 years back. I come from a very successful business family, and I didn't have any background in acting, but I was always passionate about it. So I wanted to get into it, and I told my father, okay, you know what? Let me just go to Mumbai and do it, and let's see how what happens. So I've been here. I'm making taking tough decisions every year, every month, every day. So it's just been that, man.
That's how you fit in our budget. Thank you.
Successful business.
आगे चल के नहीं सुपर्ण.
But thank you for being brutally honest. Thank you so much. Wishing you the best. And मीडिया के हमारे सारे दोस्त रुके हैं सवाल पूछने के लिए. तो we'll open the floor for media Q&A. आपके कोई भी सवाल हो तो please mention your name, the publication that you belong to, and also आप सवाल किससे पूछना चाहते हैं. इस तरीके से तो it will be easier for us to address it to the right individual. So, any questions? Our volunteers will help you with the mic.
I cannot see beyond the second row.
Hi.
So whoever
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are.
Hi, my question is for Gaurav
Mike?
Banerjee. This is Pooja
Hi.
Talwar from Good Times. So, Disney, Hotstar, I mean, we've been seeing some amazing content like Saas Bahu Flamingo and then Taza Khabar, as well as The Night Managers. So, going ahead, what is the platform's vision when coming to the premium content?
Thank you so much. Thanks for mentioning those shows. And Night Manager, incidentally, also produced by Deepak Dhar. So yes, we are really excited about the year that we have had so far. I think it started with a very different show, the likes of which hadn't happened before with Bhuvan Bam. And he's one of India's biggest YouTubers. And somebody thought in our team that he had in him a web series that could be awesome. And I think the numbers and the response to it has just been phenomenal. It has taken our breath away. It also just tells us how much incredible talent there is in our country to, where people can come and talented people can come from anywhere and literally write their own destiny. And I think that was quite incredible to hear from Kubra and Gaurav as well. And I think Bhuvan's story, his personal story and the story that he tells in the show are both phenomenal. Then of course The Night Manager, like the show here, an adaptation where we had to think hard about how do you take a political thriller which is in the background of the Afghanistan war and has been set up in Western Europe, and how do you adapt that to India to make it relevant to the kind of crisis that's relevant to our nation was an interesting big challenge. It was a massive scale production across various geographies. So I think that was exciting as well. We've got a lot that's coming up that is incredibly exciting, and we're looking forward to that. I think firstly, the conclusion of The Night Manager, which should be good. And then we have lots of incredible filmmakers like Kajol's bestie, Karan Johar. And so Karan is going to come back with a new season of Coffee with Karan, which he starts shooting soon. And we've got another very interesting show that he's making for us called Showtime, which is about nepotism in Bollywood. So, he knows something about that, I guess. So I think that could be exciting. In addition to that, what else? So we've got some other really good directors in addition to Suparn here. Suparn's also doing another series which should be out really soon. And we've got a good series with Neeraj Pandey, which is a new series which we will be announcing soon. And then finally, of course, the new seasons of Criminal Justice, Arya, Special Ops. So yes, it's an exciting slate. There's a lot that we want to do here, which is big. So I hope you continue to like it. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
There's
Oh,
one.
there is. Do you have the...
Yeah, hi. This is Kunal here from India Forums. Hi, Kajol. My question is for you. Firstly, the trailer looks fantastic, really intriguing, and I mean, as it's obvious from the trailer that your character is the eye of the storm. She's facing so much. There's so much tribulation she's going through in her own life right now. So my question is that how did you prepare for the character, especially considering there's so much emotional baggage involved? When what are the kind of places you go to as an actor?
It is definitely an involved character. It is a complex character, but I think every woman identifies with it, and it's somewhere down the line. कहीं ना कहीं अब किसी भी औरत से पूछो तो कहीं ना कहीं ये सिनेरियो तो definitely imagine किया है, हुआ नहीं होगा उनकी जिंदगी में, but you've definitely had a thought that if it ever happened to you, how would you react to it? So yes, you have that, you have that part of it as well. And then of course the second part of it is that I'm an actor. and I will do it to the best of my abilities as much as I can. And Noyonika's character is a very, like, that's one of the reasons why it is probably better in a web series, because you have the, you have the chance to take it in an arc and take it in a beautiful arc from, where she starts out from and where she ends up eventually. So that's really the, that's really the part where you kind of sink your teeth into. So yeah, that's her, and I love the fact that Noyonika has this. I think that's one thing that I think most women identify with. That if you're put in front of, if you have ever put in front of a choice between right and wrong, and if your child is on the wrong side, you will take that wrong side for the right reason. There is no question in your mind as to what you will do for the sake of your child and for the sake of your, for what you love so very deeply. So that is something I think that is not that's something, like I said, the film is about, it's about gray. It's about black and white. You see all these choices, and I absolutely love, I know Jishu will not go on and all about his character because he's too modest for that. But I will take the chance to say that he was absolutely perfectly cast, because he just looks like such a good man. He just looks like such a good guy, and you look at him and you're like, shit, yeah, he's really nice, he could never do something so wrong, and and when he does things like that, you're like, but I ho gaya. Just इसकी माँ बोलती है ना, I think his mother is there in the series, अभी गलती हो गई. So you feel bad. Somewhere he's played it so beautifully. I wouldn't say that as a woman, but as his character, he's played it so nicely, and it's so perfectly cast that somewhere you like him also, you hate his decisions also, but you like him. And with Noyonika, you like her and you hate some of her decisions. You don't like some of her decisions. You're like, fuck.
It's okay. Chale.
₹5 dal dena jar mein. That's a very, very hypocritical decision. That's very hypocritical. You're saying one thing and doing something completely different. But then that's who she is, and that's where she is in that place. And who wouldn't want to play a character like that?
I think what she wants to, the entire, this
What
show
I want to say is the full version of it, but not for...
it's a very human show. This, I would say it's a very human show. All the emotions are very human. Whatever we go through, the choices we make in life, the choices which we don't make in life, this show is about that.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, Boni here from Midday. My question is for Suparn. I'm a huge fan of the original show, and adapting it in India, something that is so much loved and critically acclaimed. Did you feel the pressure? Were you scared how the Indian audience would react to it?
He shaved and came back. He was very scared. He was petrified.
I'm more petrified of her. So, here's the thing. Well, no, honestly, no pressure. I'll tell you why. Because one, I have a great team behind the camera, a great bunch of writers, technicians, and the best cast that you could honestly kind of go out and get. And also, we were very clear from the beginning, where the platform gave you the leeway to go beyond the said material, where make it your own. So that gave me the freedom where, Gaurav was like, this has to be an Indian show with our core values. And he had some interesting examples which he kind of discussed. And yeah, we did. So here's the thing, when you have that kind of open relationship, it frees you up, it empowers you. That great, this is the soul of that show, but it gives you so much more space to kind of, explore. And Noynika's character, Jishu's, Rajiv's character, or with every such character in the show, there is so much room to play with. And the choices that they make, because the idea was to not hide behind black and white, but go into the warts and pimples and the shit show that human beings can be, because relationships are not clean. The decisions that we make are messy, as So, can I say it? No. But that was a fun part, right? Yeah, I felt it. Today Kajol is doing all
First
the...
time.
Yeah. Shit happens in life.
How much he has to control.
मार लो कोई नहीं हाँ हमारा रिश्ता है so yeah I mean that was the basic idea that kind of go behind the masks and we all wear masks. Let's explore the real facets and faces. So in that sense the trial literally shows you the human side of relationships and the people that we are, and it tears you down. I mean, yeah, we had a great time making it, but we had a lot of emotional conversations while we were doing that because we opened up ourselves to that. And a lot of times while making the show, we would kind of improvise and write stuff on set as well because we just wanted to push the envelope more. It came from a very personal space that came about from our discussions with each other. It wasn't there. It was happening there and there. And you'll see that. I mean, there are some magical moments in the show which are literally coming about from discussions we had on that day. So, yeah.
I'd just like to add, I think earlier there was a question on choices. One of the interesting choices for a platform is that in India, a lot of the purchasing power and viewership on mobiles, which is primarily where our content is watched, is with men. So the prototype always has been to go after stories which are male-led and about crises that men are dealing with, right? So I think here was an interesting sort of against the grain storyline where our male lead actor was not up to anything particularly good or noble.
That's so rude.
The good boy was being a naughty boy.
He wasn't. He was doing his job, but so I think that was one of the most interesting points on our decision here, right? That we believed two things. One, that men and women want to think of and watch interesting quality storytelling. And therefore, one of the bets that we've taken is that this is a story that will appeal to men as well, right? And second, we believe in the power of India's women. And I think the fact that if we can create something that women in this country really, really like and love, then that will also lead to good business outcomes as well. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your question.
मुझे दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है
दीपक जी वही है
हाँ बोलिए
1 second. You get a mic? Can we have a mic, please?
दीपक जी वही है दीपक जी आई एम फ्रॉम इंडियन एक्सप्रेस आई जस्ट वांटेड टू
इनका हो जाए तो
हाय काजोल प्यार कानून और धोखा किससे डर लगता है आपको सबसे ज्यादा
हाँ थप्पड़ से डर लगता नहीं है what was that line? I forgot the line. Anyways.
प्यार से नहीं थप्पड़ से प्यार से डर लगता है हाँ
अब मुझे आई थिंक तीनों चीज़ों से आई थिंक डर नहीं लगता. डर शायद गलत बात होगी, गलत शब्द होगा इस्तेमाल करने के लिए. आई थिंक सब चीज़ों से एक देयर इज अ हेल्दी वॉरीनेस, देयर इज अ सेंस ऑफ एक ठहराव है देखने में. तीनों चीज़ों में आई थिंक तीनों चीज़ों में सोच समझ के जो भी है आगे जाना. दिस इज़ नॉट एन इम्पल्सिव डिसीजन. जो भी आप मतलब आंख बंद करके आप प्यार नहीं कर सकते, आप कानून के साथ नहीं लड़ सकते और आप धोखा भी नहीं कर सकते.
शुक्रिया. प्लीज.
दीपक जी आपसे जानना चाहेंगे कि मतलब इतनी यूथ स्टारकास्ट है और इतने बड़े बड़े दिग्गज कलाकार हैं यहाँ पे, तो मतलब इनको इकट्ठा करना के लिए क्या मतलब कि कितना डिसीजन कितना टफ था आपके लिए?
बहुत टफ था. एक तो बट
सबको फोन करना पड़ा हो.
सब स्पीड डायल पे थे तो सबको फोन करना पड़ा. So नहीं, it was actually a fun process. I think Super and the writers Hussain and Abbas had put up a great adaptation, so we knew exactly किसको cast करना है, कैसे करना है. So I think we had a great team. We have a great colleagues within the producing team as well, Rajesh, Mrinalini, Parag, who really enabled the fact that we could really get this up and running right after when Gaurav greenlit this project. So it's been a fun process. We've had a great time, great association with Hotstar. This is really third, fourth show. We produced Then, we produced Night Manager. Now we've really on to another one. We're very excited about it.